All right, guys, I know your time is important. So with that, I will go ahead and share my screen and we will jump into January's content. We do these calls every Monday from 12 to 12:30 Central Time. Oh, hold on, I need to do not presenter mode. Yeah, that's fine. We do these calls every Monday on different topics. We do try to do new hire training for you every single week because I know that we have a lot of new people kind of coming on. It's especially important now when we get near tax time. My sharing's not working. Let me try it one more time here.
There we are.
All right. January 16th, new hire training. For anyone who is new to Boost, thanks for joining the team. There's some awesome opportunities out there for you. One of the great things about the cell phone industry is it's no longer a want, it's a need, right? So if you're starting your career in cell phones, you have a job that can help you your entire life. Speaking for me personally, when I was 17, 18 years old, I started in cell phones as a frontline sales rep, just like a lot of you on the call today. And I'm now 41. So I've been doing cell phones, for what, 23 years? And kind of seeing the whole business evolve. There's always people that need cell phones. So you have such a great opportunity if you are a new hire and you are coming into this industry, because everyone's going to need a phone. So if you become that expert, you become that key person in your location where people ask for you, you make a name for yourself, you market yourself, you're going to see your career really flourish. And it's pretty easy, right? It's sales, but it's a sales that everyone's going to want. And I'll get into it in a little bit, but one of the first things I just want to kind of plant the seed in your mind is if you think about you as a Boost store, your Boost stores are exclusive locations for just Boost, unless you're a multi-carrier on this call, but majority of people on these calls are exclusive stores, really trying to sharpen their skills. So if you're a Boost dealer and a customer comes into your store, they're looking for Boost. You have a captive audience where you must pitch everything that you have to offer to these customers every single time. That's the number one major key. Pitch all your products to every customer. What you don't want to do is you never want to be a clerk. And what do I mean by don't ever be a clerk? If you think about when you go into a gas station, you go in there, can I get 20 on pump 2? Yep, there you go. Thank you. Bye. You walk out. This is a major focus that I want to make sure you never do. If you are on this call, lesson number one, never be a clerk, right? Be a solutions consultant, because that's truly what you are. You're not just a sales rep, you're a solutions consultant. You guys are going to find all the needs of your customers and maximize each opportunity. When I talk about your store is exclusive to Boost, they want your product. What I mean is compare that to like if you walk into a Best Buy, right? Or your local grocery store, where you got a million different products from a million different manufacturers. If they come into your store, they want Boost. You have a captive audience. I don't care what they're in there for. You pitch everything to them because sales is a numbers game. If you're providing and pitching all of your opportunities to every customer, you are going to flourish. All right, so that's a little preamble before we dive in. I want to start with January priorities. So Boost always kind of has a monthly focus of the main things to hone in on for each and every month. Because as a new hire, you may find it a little overwhelming because there's 1,000 different things to learn, right? So let's simplify it to the key priorities. The key priorities are going to be new activations. Obviously, that's your new line sales, your add-line sales, your ACP, which is the government-funded affordable connectivity plan, where they get $30 off any rate plan, and driving that traffic, which can be done by a tool, which we'll get into, called Smile and Dial, where you can actually call customers and drive them into your store. That's the biggest part of the pyramid. If you're looking online, this is an inverted triangle, right? So the pyramid's upside down, so your major focus should be driving traffic and your new activations. And honestly, I think that holds true for every month. It's good to see it as a number one priority. I know it hasn't been there for a while, but I mean, that should be basic, right? We need to get more customers in our store, get more new activations. The second thing on here are acronyms. If you're new to wireless, you're going to learn lots of acronyms. One is DOP and one is VAS. And honestly, DOP is already kind of an outdated acronym. It should be GSF. And let me explain these letters and what they mean. DOP is Digital Operating Platform. They've changed the terminology and they now call it GSF, or Guided Sales Flow. In other words, what that means is Elevate Web. So there's two platforms to activate phones on right now. Your white and black SIM cards are on the Guided Sales Flow, also called Elevate Web, also called DOP. It's confusing, but you'll get it pretty quickly, right? Black and white SIM cards go on Elevate Web. If you're in a market that has the rainbow SIM cards, which is maybe brand new to anybody because it just launched last week, that'll also be on Digital Operating Platform. There is another SIM card out there, the orange SIM card, which is the older version of Elevate. Now, the reason why priority is putting everything on DOP or Guided Sales Flow, GSF, which is Elevate Web, is because that old platform will be going away sooner than later. We're already almost at February. It's anticipated by middle of this year, June-ish, take that with a grain of salt. But the old platform will go away, which is going to simplify your life and all dealers across the country, because there's only going to be one platform to operate. Right now, you have a little tougher, right? You got to be extra smart because you got to learn two sales systems, the regular Elevate Online and Elevate Web. So the keyword, I guess what I'm focused on here is if you have an opportunity to activate on a black SIM card or a white SIM card, which the difference is black SIM card is AT&T network, white SIM card is T-Mobile network, you want to do that. So for every new customer, they should be on a black or white SIM card. Now, if it's an ACP customer, which is the government's funded program, currently that can only be on an orange SIM card. Take that with a grain of salt as well, because what I've heard is next month that should be available on black and white SIM cards, which falls in line with the roadmap of eventually that old platform will be gone, right? But right now you can't. Right now, ACP, which is we'll dive deep into that later, is only on the orange SIM cards. And if you have an existing family plan that has three lines on orange SIM cards, the airline has to be on orange. Okay, so that's what DOP is, or also called GSF, which DOP, Digital Operating Platform, GSF, Guided Sales Flows, and wireless has tons of acronyms, so get used to it. The other key focus number 2 is VAS. If you're looking at my screen, what does that mean? Value added services. That is bundling. So making sure if you have a customer that needs international calling, you put international calling on their phone. And if they don't need international calling, device protection. And to be honest with you guys, device protection is what we see the majority of the time for this bundle. So if you think about a one-line sale, and let's say you don't qualify for ACP, just a standard one-line customer sale, your pitch should be either $57 or $67, right? You go through higher end plans. But $57 includes that $7 for device protection. This is a major key. If you're not pitching that way today, if you're a new hire and you're on this call and you sell a phone, it's $50 a month, and you ask the customer, do you want to pay $7 for insurance? They're going to tell you no all day, every day. If you tell that customer it's $57 a month, unlimited talk, text, data, and 40 gigs, 40 gigs of high speed, and you have device protection on there, it costs you $57, it'll stick. Right? It's in that positioning. It's the first thing that customers hear. They're good with that if you tell them it right away. If you try to make that bill go higher, they're going to shoot you down and tell you no. Last thing is ACP and Gen Mobile. We're not going to focus on Gen Mobile on this call. That's a multi-carrier offer that's out there, but we do have ACP, which again is the Affordable Connectivity Plan, which is the third key, which is such a big opportunity because you think about it. I just told you that plan, $57 on the talk, text, and data, right? Well, if you can offer the customer Plan A for $57 on the talk, text, data, Plan B, the exact same plan for $27, unlimited talk, text, and data. Think of you as a consumer. What are you going to pick? You're going to pick plan B. You're going to pick the $27 option, right? That's with ACP. So you need to get certified, and to be able to sell that, you have to take the trainings, and it's a longer activation process. The way I like to think about it, it's like doing a post-pay activation on prepaid, because for ACP, since the government's paying $30 of their bill every month for a year, that you need to make sure that they get IDs, they're qualified, and so it is a longer process. But those customers stay with Boost for so long, and with second month payment being so important, third month payment being so important, even 6 month payment being so important, that if the government's paying $30 on a customer's bill, it makes it much easier for that customer to retain on our network. Now, moving forward, I mentioned the Rainbow SIM. So this is kind of just launching. It's launching in some Midwest markets. I think we have a little bit of St. Louis, Kansas City. I don't know if anyone on this call has this, but eventually this will be coming. And they call it the Rainbow SIM. If you're looking on the screen, because there's a lot of different colors on this specific SIM card. Right now, there's only 4 phones: the Moto Edge Plus, the Moto G 5G, Moto G Stylus 5G, and Wingtech Solero 5G Plus. Why am I talking about this to no hires who may not have this in the market? Well, eventually this is coming. This is the first SIM card that's on Dish's own 5G network, right? So the goal is for Dish to build their own network. We don't have to rent towers from T-Mobile and from AT&T, and we have that service for our customers nationwide and can save them even more money and give them even better offers than we have today. So the great news is it's starting, guys. It's starting. They're rolling this out in about 14 markets right now. So eventually this may be coming to your area, but at least wanted to give you kind of a future roadmap of what this will look like and what there will be. Now, if you'll notice, there's no iPhones on here. Obviously, this is just launching today. That's also kind of in negotiations. Hopefully, by the time it comes to your markets, iPhones and more devices will be added to this as well. All right, so I'll skip over kind of December rewind and January kickoff for time, because I know I'm already about 15 minutes in almost. So I wanted to talk to you about the best ways for you guys to become super knowledgeable at your stores, and really show you some of the tools that I use on a weekly basis. You know, I have a pretty big territory. South Chicago, Central Illinois. I got some doors in California, some doors in Texas. Got some Gen Mobile doors over by St. Louis. So doors kind of all over, right? And I get a lot of questions from dealers. And I have one main resource I go to find the majority of these answers. And this resource is available for you too as well. And when I go to a lot of my doors and I do my visits and I talk to them, if they know, have you heard about the buzz? Do you look at this weekly? They're like, what is the buzz? So I want to take a second and show this to you, okay? So the buzz, if I'm still logged in here, I logged in earlier. When you go to the sales portal, you'll see under quick links, you have a frontline escalation station, the Boost promo one pager, great resource. Your current promotions, great resource. Device pricing, great resource. But the one I want to talk about is the buzz. You notice here on the bottom, this is updated weekly. So the current one is from the 10th, so it should update again tomorrow, right? It's updated every week, usually on Tuesdays. So if you guys look at my screen here, you can see it's going to send you, like, the Boost training videos will be up here on it. The device pricing hot sheet will be up here on it. All your new promotions are available. Your local marketing news is on here. Your Elevate POS updates are on here. Your merchandising packouts are on here. The support links for every promotion we have are on here as well. If there's contests like the Nokia Fill the Fridge sales incentive that started January 6th to January 26th, you sell 5 Nokia devices, you get $50 to fill your fridge for your store. Everything's here. And what's so cool about this is it's all hyperlinked. So let me just give you one example. Let's just say I want to look at the new and upcoming, or the new one, the January 11th through January 26th Samsung Galaxy A23 5G BOGO promotion. If you read it, it says available to all dealers, 2 Samsung Galaxy A23 5G devices for free when a minimum of 1 line is a port-in. Only available through guided sales flow. Now, I want to set the, okay, key here, right? It said DOP, I said they're calling it guided sales flow. You can see the terminology is changed and updated here, right? Guided sales flow, GSF. This is what they are currently calling will be Elevate Web. It's guided sales flow. So here's what I really wanted to point out. Everything on here is a hyperlink. So if I have a potential customer that's looking at a Samsung A23 and you feel unsure about the promotion details, if you click on it, it's going to open you up a one-pager strictly on that promotion. So you'll see Boost mobile retailers can offer 2 Samsung Galaxy A23 phones for free when a minimum of 1 line is a port-in. If both lines are new non-port, the customer will get the second Galaxy A23 device get two Samsung A23 devices for $179.99. That's because that $179.99 is the price of a new one for line 1. It shows you 3 scenarios. Customer does one on a port, second one on a port, free. Customer does one on a port, second one's just new, without a port. Still free, because that line 1 was port. Third scenario, customer comes in and just wants 2 devices, both new. Now the BOGO's there, but since there's no port in, they pay that new non-port in price for line 1, which is $179.99. The second line is still free. Then it shows you which SIM cards are eligible. This offer should only be activated on the guided sales flow, on the Boost Expanded Data Network, which is the white SIM card, or the Boost Transform Network, which is a black SIM card. Not available on the legacy sales portal. And what that means is the old sales portal, where the orange SIM cards are, right? It talks about legacy sales portal exceptions. And then if you scroll down, it'll give you again the breakdown of the pricing. All the details are there. And if you really have questions on how do you activate it, this is what I really like. It goes totally in depth. So for a new hire, this resource I think is so important. So let's say, well, then give me that step action guide, right? So device pricing sort tool step action guide. So this is all here for you as well. If you need to sort it to make sure you're pricing correctly, it tells you how to do all this stuff. So I'm not going to go in depth on that, but I wanted to show you what it's like for every single promotion that's out there. So another one that I go from the buzz, right? Like, what do our devices currently cost? I can click on device pricing hot sheet. Device pricing hot sheet is another item you guys want to utilize in your store and make sure you're looking at every week. The current one is effective as of January 11th. Now, there's a few things you'll see. You'll see XP, which is orange SIM cards. So it tells you this phone's eligible for the orange SIM cards. You'll see GSF, which is guided sales flow, on the BTN, which is the black SIM cards, or BEDN, which is the white SIM cards. Tell you yes or no on those. You'll get the SRP for all the plans. Then you'll see port-in pricing. You may notice 2 columns there, non-platinum and platinum. My hope is that every branded dealer on this call becomes a platinum partner. To do that, you have to hit thresholds as far as activations, as far as adding device protection, as far as your 3rd month payments, and as far as having your stores 4.0, which is kind of the Boost branding guidelines, so you look like a corporate store. And you'll see if we can get you to platinum partners. If you are, congratulations. If you're not, let's get you there. Because as you can see, there are some big advantages. Like, for example, the renewed iPhone 11s currently only available for platinum partners. And you'll also have devices. So look at the renewed 11 here, for example. Renewed 11 is $49.99 for a non-platinum partner on a port-in. If you are a platinum partner, you can sell, excuse me, that renewed 11 for free, right? So those kind of some of those differences and those savings in those columns for being a platinum partner. You'll also see your add-a-line pricing on here. And there is a column for ACP pricing. I want to call out something important on ACP pricing. If you're doing a phone on ACP and the customer goes on either a $5, a $20, or a $30 plan, which remember the government's paying $30 for those. So really 5 is 35, 20 is 50, 30 is 60. If they're going on that plan, they do get new customer pricing or port-in pricing for every phone. If they go on the $0 ACP plan, which I don't recommend because I want my customer to have skin in the game and come into my store every month, that's what this ACP pricing is for. This is only for customers who are on a $0 plan. There's a lot of confusion around that point. They think, oh, I want to see these phones for ACP. No, every phone gets new customer pricing report and pricing, provided their bill is at least $5 or higher. Any questions on the device hot sheet or the way different pricing breaks down? All right, no questions. And again, this is all from the buzz, right? All these links are here for you guys. There is even a nice pre-tax season webinar with Jay Miglianico going in there, where they're kind of give you kind of some scoops and updates. They put a lot of work into that stuff, guys. I strongly recommend take 2 or 3 minutes out of your day to listen to the videos they have. The more training, the more knowledgeable you're going to be as a rep, the more success you're going to have. All right, let me hop back to my presentation. All right, start with the buzz and where to find it. Device hot sheet. 2 ways to find that. Again, you can find that in the buzz like I just did, or it was under quick links as well. So you're going to find that right on the sales portal under quick links. You'll also see device price sheet, hot sheet rather, as an option for you guys. Now, let me give you some tips to help you become that best rep in class. And honestly, it's hard to coach, but nothing is more important to a successful sales rep than the attitude and enthusiasm you bring to your job each and every day. It is vital, man. If a smile goes a very, very long way. If you're smiling and you're welcoming, people are going to want to come in and talk to you, and you are going to make kind of a friend for life, or a friend for however long they have Boost, right? They're going to want to come in and work with you every single day. You got to have that positive attitude. Whatever problems you have or drama you have, leave that at the door. Work is the time to be a professional, and you have to separate any kind of drama you have at home from work. And you know what? Sometimes, honestly, if you do have drama at home, work's nice. It's a nice escape. Go to work, focus on your job, and do the best you can, and get those dividends paid for all the effort that you're putting in to what you do on a daily basis. When it comes to that, I always want to be the first person to greet every customer walking in the door. That's kind of my attitude and my enthusiasm is I'm maximizing every opportunity I have with a customer. If a customer walks in, boom, I'm out of my seat. I'm walking around my counter. Hey, welcome to Boost. My name's Adam. Are you here for our promos? And it's a cheesy greeting. I know. If you hop on this calls again, I use it all the time because it works. No, I'm here to pay a bill. Oh, that's great. We promotions for our bill payment customers. How many lines do you have today? So now I'm thinking add-line scenarios. And even if they don't have an add-line, if you're going to have Snapbook or Medicaid, I can actually get you a $57 rate plan for as low as $27. No, oh, we got an add-line. I get you $200 phone for as low as $10. Even your family need an add-line? No. Okay, perfect. Let me just see. You might be upgrade eligible. Oh, you can get an upgrade today, right? So I'm never accepting a first no, and no matter what they say, I'm pivoting to a sales opportunity. That's why, like, you're here for our promos. They're gonna say, yeah, I see this free iPhone. Talk with the iPhone. No, I'm here to pay a bill. That's great. Promotions for our bill and payment customers. And I always put in whatever holiday is. We actually have a Valentine's Day special going on. There's holidays every month. St. Patrick's Day special going on. Whatever. It's Martin Luther King Day today. Martin Luther King Day special going on. So you can make something special for your customers, make them feel good every time they walk into your door. And the attitude you have, it just goes a really long way. I mentioned at the start of this call, you're not a clerk, you're a solutions consultant. This is a career. You want to be a professional, and you want to dress like a professional. So the dress code for Boost is you either have a Boost lanyard on or the Boost shirt, jeans, khaki pants, no open-toed shoes. Just look like a professional, right? Do not be in there with your basketball shorts and a t-shirt on, right? That's not how we want to portray the brand. One of my favorite quotes, and I think it is true, goes to selling all aspects of life. Like, when you're dressed up nice, when you look good, you're going to feel good. When you feel good, you're going to sell good. And when you sell good, you're going to get paid good. And my job is to make you guys as much money as possible. So I am giving you the keys to the kingdom right here. You have to take them and use them, and you will be successful. All right, we kind of talked about that appearance. So if you don't have a Boost branded shirt, reach out to your DCI account executive or Boost, but DCI, we got these shirts, man. We'll hook you up. If you guys need some Boost shirts, let your DCI account executive know. We'll get some shirts over to you. Leveraging Smile and Dial. So if you're a new hire on this call, Smile and Dial is great for days that are slow. But honestly, I would say you should be making 10 Smile and Dial calls a day. Doors used to be really great at this. I used to have doors doing like 500 calls a month. And those same doors, now I'm seeing could be at 46 calls a month. I'm like, what is going on, right? The focus is lost. So refocus on Smile and Dial because it is a huge opportunity for your doors. You can call all your customers from welcome call to pre-2MR check-in. So now 2MR is very important. So any new hires on there, make sure your customers are paying their bills. Make sure you're not doing anything that's not going to get a valid second payment because it will come back to bite you and your store. Third and fourth month's important as well. So you can call those customers, let's say before their second payment. Hey, this is Adam over at Boost at 123 Main Street. Just want to give you a courtesy call and check and see how your service is working. You know, they'll say, oh, it's fine. If they have an issue, you address it. Hey, by the way, just want to let you know we actually have an awesome add-a-line promotion right now. I get you a $200 phone for as low as $25. Is there anyone in your family who might need an add-a-line of service? You know, it's that quick and it's that easy. You know, you click to the point. You call them, you tell them your name, you tell them what store you're from, so you don't sound like a bill collector. It'll even show you what phone they have. You got your iPhone 11 from us. Just want to give you a courtesy call, check and see your service is working. I do every call like that. There are scripts provided to you, but the script that I'm telling you or how I do it is very effective. Make it a courtesy call. Make them know that you are the individual at the store they bought their phone from, and you can even tell them what phone's in their hand, right? Now you're not a bill collector. Now you're not a scammer. Like, okay, they obviously know. And then you go farther and say it's a courtesy call, check and see other services. So now they're like, wow, I really appreciate this guy. He's literally just looking out for me. No, well, I am. You know, we are doing that on the call, but I'm really waiting to pivot to my sales opportunity, which is when I pivot to add-a-lines, ACPs, upgrades, etc. So you have buckets in there for third and fourth month check-in, 6MR, your long-term customers, 6 months to 2 years, 2 years to 5 years, etc., etc. Make 10 calls a day. That's my ask for you. These calls take about 2 minutes to do. I can do a whole training on Smile and Dial later. You know, that's a 30-minute call in and of itself. But you guys should be crushing Smile and Dial. If you're not using it, I'm telling you to get back on it, especially now by tax season. No excuse for you guys not to be hammering it. This is kind of an example of the buckets. I'll go more into that on a future call. Also want to make sure you guys are a guru of ACP. Guru means basically you're a master of it. So become a master in your store on how to pitch to your customers ACP, which again, that's the Affordable Connectivity Plan. It's a $30 discount on every plan out there. I have the plans up on my screen, but I just want to tell you a best practice that I think works awesome. And it crushes ACP numbers. You can create your own one-pager for your store. But the $5 plan and everything that comes with unlimited talk, text, data, 10 gigs high speed, and the $35 plan, $35 regular plan for Boost, unlimited talk, text, data, 10 gigs high speed. Column 2, you put 2 other plans. $20 plan, unlimited talk, text, data, 35 gigs of high speed, 12 gigs mobile hotspot. And then put the $50 plan, unlimited talk, text, data, 35 gigs of high speed, 12 gig hotspot. Then on your third column, compare these 2 plans. $30 plan, unlimited talk, text, data, 35 gigs of high speed, and 30 gigs of hotspot, or $60 unlimited talk, text, data, 35 gigs of high speed, and 30 gigs of mobile hotspot. A door that has this one pager created, customers come in there, and they're looking at the page, and they have tons of copies of these out there. Obviously, let's just go to the middle column, right? 20 or 50, I'm looking at it, well, these are the exact same. What plan do I want? I want the $20 plan, right? This is how they initiate that pitch. Okay, perfect. That's our ACP plan. Do you by chance have SNAP, WIC, or Medicaid? That's government funded. It'll take about 5 minutes for us to check for you. We can see if you can qualify for that. It actually gives you everything that's on a $50 plan for that $20 price point or $27 price point, right? Because we want a bundle device protection in there, right? So give customers 6 or 8 plans to choose from. With 3 ACP, your 3 main hitters on Boost. Bro, you will crush ACP all day. Major key alert. If you pitch 6 rate plans, 5 and 35, 20 and 50, 30 and 60, you will crush ACP all day. You will see your second month payments skyrocket because government's paying $30 of that bill. Third month payments skyrocket. Like we're hearing on iPhones on ACP, because again, remember, same customer pricing, new important. On a 5 or 20 or 30, the new customers, reporting customers get pricing on the phones align, but government's paying that bill. You're going to crush your 3MR numbers. It takes a little more work to do an ACP activation. Don't be lazy. Learn it and do it, guys. This is such easy, free money for your stores. Literally, the iPhone retention rate on an ACP customer for 3 months is 98%. All right? It's good. Our normal goal for 3MR, we want to get above 75. What's 3MR for a iPhone on ACP? 98%. Light bulb moment. Hope you caught it. All right. We talked about always adding value-added services. So always bundle sell. So in that example, to make the pitch easy as I'm training it, I told you, 5, and I told you 35. I told you 20, I told you 50. Maybe it's better to do 27, 37. It's better to do 12, 42, right? Because you want to bundle that device protection in there every single time. To be a platinum partner, you had to hit a certain level for your value-added services for your store as well. So every phone should have device protection included. A quick why on that: majority of customers break their phone within the first 60 days. When I talk about second month payment being so important, third month payment being so important, if that customer breaks their phone within 60 days and they don't have device protection, they're going to port out. They're going to leave you. They're going to go to Metro. They're going to go to Cricket, and then that customer is gone. But if they have device protection on there, do you have protection? And real quick, the power of words. If you notice, I keep saying device protection, right? I'm rarely saying insurance. I'm saying device protection. Why am I doing that? It's a conscious thought, because I want to make sure that dealers have the customers have their devices protected, but I know they don't want to pay for insurance. So this just goes into the power of the words you use in sales. It's hammered into my thought process so much I kind of do it seamlessly, but a lot of stores will say insurance, right? Don't use that. And think of insurance as the bad word. Use protection. Everyone's phone protected. People don't like to pay for insurance. So if you pitch it like $57, only talk, text, data plus protection on your device, you're good all day, right? So easy way, bundle it in there, make sure your customers have it. I don't let a customer walk without it. So if I bundle a sale to my customer, for example, says, one line example again, $57 on the talk, text, data plus protection. Oh, well, your sign says 50. That's the objection. Yeah, no, that's the most great plan, but I want to make sure your device is protected. Most phones break within the first 2 or 3 months. This way, you pay a small deductible, like maybe as low as $20. You get your phone sent to you the very next day. They'll mail it to you the next day, so you're covered. I don't know about that. Like, look, I'd be doing you a disservice if I let you walk out my door without device protection. You can't add it later. So if you go out there and you drop your phone, your screen's cracked, and you come back a week later, I can't add it. It has to be added at point of sale. I strongly recommend you add it today. If you don't want it next month, when you come to pay your bill, tell me. I'll take it off. All right? But let me leave with peace of mind knowing your phone is protected. You overcome the objection that way, you're going to be getting yeses 9 out of 10 times. And what happens, you tell your customer, hey, let's put it on there so I know, so you're protected, so you have peace of mind. If you want to take it off next month, just let me know, I'll take it off. They're not going to take it off. So they're going to like to have that phone protected, right? So another major key, always add device protection to all your customers' phones. I call that the assumption close, right? And it goes kind of like the thought philosophy is, think of any fast food restaurant, you get value meals, right? Everything's bundled in. And I'm doing a simple method of this bundling where I'm just telling you 57. If you really want to be a great rep, bundle in your case, your screen protector, your setup fee, and then give them an out-the-door price. And I have many stores that even have cheat sheets, right? That's a lot of stuff to put in there. They'll find their 5 biggest phones and do a cheat sheet. Out the door today, it's going to be $150 on the talk, text, data plus protection, your case, your screen protector, your setup fee, and your charger. You'll be all set, right? Which is even better than what I'm saying when I just say 57, because I'm just doing a rate plan, right? But if you go masterclass, that's how you really do it. A couple no port, no problem offers. Just a reminder that on January 6th through the 26th, we do have the Nokia C200, only $10. That's no port, just a new line, so awesome pricing there. The TCL 30XE, the SRP is $179.99. but that new line is only $5. So your customer comes in, oh, they don't have a number to port in. I mean, I get you a $180 phone for only $5 today, right? Moto G Pure, SRP $129.99, also only $5. Last thing I want to end with, and I'm a little bit over. Never assume a one-line sale, okay? And what I mean by that is, when I secret shop stores, I love, whenever I go to a store and has a new rep, I secret shop them, because people don't like to role play, right? So I can secret shop you and see how you really pitch and how you really sell. That's the best way I can give feedback. I don't do it as like a hidden tactic. Like, it's always a safe zone with me, man. I'm trying to make you money and help train you, right? But what I see 9 out of 10 times, no one asks me about how many people in my family need a line. So to me, this is very concerning. If I see this in my 9 out of 10 secret shops, this tells me it's going on 900 out of 1,000 times. Customers walk in the doors in the field, right? Don't assume that one-line sale ever. Always ask for your add-a-lines. Always ask how many customers in your family need a phone. This is so important, because people may just tell you they're looking for one phone, and you can uncover extra sales by asking the question. Asking the question is free. Ask it. Maybe you can get 2 or 3 sales out of that one opportunity. All right. Boost Promoter Score, just so you know, it's out there. You guys do have new stickers at your doors that should arrive last week, where they can give you a survey based on this, how you perform in their store. It's actually got a 5 points. My slide here says ask for the 10, ask for the 5. Tell the customer, hey, could you give me a survey today based on the service I gave you? Would you give me a 5 out of 5? And if they say yes, could you give me that quick survey? It really helps promote our store and helps me out personally, right? Go ahead and ask for it. And if they say no, I couldn't give you a 5. Okay, what could I have done differently so I know for the next customer, right? But that sticker is out there. I advise you guys use it. Push for that 5 out of 5. And if you really want to go the extra mile on that, have them put your name in it. Hey, my name's Adam. Could you give me a 5 out of 5 on the survey you gave today? Yeah, I could do that. Perfect. If you could, please mention my name. It goes a long way to my owners. They can see the great job I'm doing in the store. I appreciate you being my customer. And if you have any referrals, send them my way. I'll take care of them. You know, make sure you guys are asking for that and utilizing that extra resource in your stores. Why is that 5 important? If they're a 5, they're a promoter of your store. They're gonna tell other people about it and they're gonna send them to you. If they're not a 5, if they're a 2, 3, 4, they're passive. You know, they may go somewhere else, search for a competitor. If they're a 1 or 2, they're detractors. They're probably gonna leave you and go somewhere else. Going outside your 4 walls as it gets a little bit warmer. Make sure you guys have customer appreciation days. We just had Santa events. We had New Year's events. Party with your local communities. Join your Chamber of Commerce. Always good to drive that traffic outside of your 4 walls. Really important when you think about ACP opportunities. You can set a tent up and offer that to other customers to drive that traffic in. Once it gets warmer again, popsicle stands, balloon pop, bucket tops, snacks for your customers. Lots of stuff to do that. All right, guys, apologies for a little bit over. With that, I will open up. Are there any questions at this time? All right, no questions. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. Have a great year. Happy January. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Happy Martin Luther King Day.